comes back heavier than the machine which reached the grand final of the last series. They say the patented Pussycat blade can demolish a garage. This is no mere moggy.
From stand ground, the Executioner.
The 22-ton front-mounted hydraulic cutting blade, designed to split and crush, looks powerful, can run both sides up, so it doesn't need a Sremek. Has taken 1.5 years to build, but will the axe fall quickly on the Executioner?
Roboteers, stand by.
The Pussycat team, Alan Gribble, son David, and friend Robert Bettington, and the Executioner team, Mark Nenadich, Ian Sanford, and David Sanford. Dead metals in the arena for the house robots with a pincer and the 3,000 RPM saw. And fighting alongside Metal Matilda with the tusks and the 27-kilo flywheel.
3, 2, activate.
Pussycat, the second seeds for these robot wars. That is a measure of the task for the Executioner. But the Executioner has Pussycat in its grip at the moment. Mark Nenadich driving the Executioner with its hydraulic crushing blade powered by American motors. Pussycat can't get away until that moment. Spins that circular blade, coming forward, trying to create damage on the Executioner, on the flames. Pussycat moving away up to 14 miles an hour top speed, slightly the quicker of the two, the lighter of the two. On the trail of the Executioner now. Just wonder about the vulnerability of those tyres of the Executioner. From behind, if Pussycat can get an attack, that's a full frontal slam, and both robots seem to be okay. And withstanding punishment from the Pussycat blade and from the Executioner's jaw, beak, cutting blade, call it what you will, at the front there. The Executioner's sluggish, momentarily it would seem, now spinning away. In comes Pussycat trying to get at those tyres. One of them is spinning, the other seems to be locked. And they're very dangerously close to the CPZ of Matilda. Matilda's caused real damage there. Let's have a look at it again. And off comes the tip of the hydraulic crusher. The Executioner, Mark and Ian Sanford and young David, who's a 9-year-old schoolboy, in major peril now. Look, the potency of the weapon has gone. The pit release button has been depressed by Pussycat, and the Executioner's team feeling mighty depressed at the moment. Do you know, I thought we might have had a shock here at the start of this eliminator battle. Don't forget, the winner of this heat takes our final semi-final position in the series, and Pussycat still have hopes. The Executioner does not. They've been axed.
Cease. Stand by.
Will it be a hair-raising experience for Claude Hopper? The team there, Andrew Hughes, Nick Clement and young Joshua. Pussycat with a blade, Alan Gribble and his son David and Robert Bettington, the weapon operator. Back in the arena for the house robots, Dead Metal. Lacks a little bit of manoeuvrability. Shunt can push anything out of the way with the axe and the scoop.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Pussycat can get up to 14 miles an hour. Claude Hopper, they say it's very fast for a walking robot, can get up to 2 miles an hour. Pussycat's blade is wedged on, they back away. Can they cause damage? Unlike many walking robots, there are no exposed legs here. I wonder whether that's a reason why Claude Hopper have created history by getting thus far. Pussycat turning again, David at the controls. And again, on the side assault, Claude Hopper trying to race away, and oh! What's come off there? Part of the chain drive for Claude Hopper. Under repeated Pussycat blade attacks, and certainly it's come loose. The side rotating flail, part of the weaponry. And again, Pussycat by far the more aggressive. Turning, getting away, side by side with Refbot. To work an angle, drum up some space to come forward with a speedy onslaught. And Claude Hopper just about staying alive. That's what remains of part of its weaponry. And still old Claude hops on. Pussycat back on the attack. We know it can Run either side up, Pussycat. We've seen it many, many times before. Grand finalists in Series 4. And back it goes, tentatively now. Drops so that it can get the blade in. Goes to the judges technically.
Again!
Roboteers, stand by.
Pussycat, built by Alan Gribble, qualified engineer, runs his own engineering business. Fluffy, built and driven by engineering students from University College London. Sir Killalot, practiced in the art of destruction. Dead Metal needs no teaching how to crumple engineering work.
3, 2, 1.
Pussycat, second seeds for this series of Robot Wars. This for a place in the semi-finals. The very last place to be decided. Now, pardon me, is this a bit of a feline feeling out session? As Fluffy tickles Pussycat, but no more. Now we'll come on the attack, though. Side by side, they bump and barge. Oh! That was no tickling! The Pussycat blade is gone! Look at this! It was blade against blade, and Pussycat were no match! Away onto the far side of the arena. Let's look at it again. Look at this. Wow! Ripped off! And that is the end of the Pussycat hope. There's no way back from, well, you can nudge and meow a little bit, but how on earth are you going to beat Fluffy from here on in? You need to get away from that torch for a start. But what's happened to Fluffy here? Are they still moving? Yes, they are. The ref bot's had a look. Looking again. The blade of Fluffy is moving, but they're not progressing across the arena floor. What a surprise this would be! Fluffy are being counted out. The Pussycat blade was gone, but they kept battling, and Fluffy conked out. Absolutely startling. What a battle that was! Now, of course, Dead Metal can have some fun. Oh, Fluffy, how heartbreaking is that for Peter Holroyd and Peter and Richard Johnson? There's nothing they can do, and Robert Bettington punches the plexiglass in delight and celebration in the Pussycat control pod. Well, it's a fluffy toy for Killalot, no more than that. I thought we were on the brink of one of the great Robot War surprises. Pussycat has never really been damaged like that before, but Fluffy it is who ends up flying from the floor flipper. And eventually down the pit. Well, it really was the pit and the pendulum of Robot War's hopes swinging away from Fluffy to Pussycat in one fell swoop. Failed to reach at least the semi-finals in 4 wars now. The slowest in this semi at only 8 miles an hour. Very well controlled by Kim Davis, and he'll use his forks to spoon others out of the arena.
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis. This is my son Michael. This is the robot Panic Attack. The new weapon on it this time is the lid. We can open it or close it via remote control to either lift or trap other robots which get trapped on top. We're here to entertain, and that's what we're hoping we're going to do.
From Gloucester, Pussycat.
Worthy second seeds after reaching the grand final with the patented Pussycat blade, but that blade was ripped off by Fluffy in the heat, and Pussycat just survived. Ground clearance too high for me.
Hi, I'm Al Gribble, captain of the Pussycat team. This is Dave, our driver, and Rob, our weapons man. These are the weapons we'll be using to chop up our opponents. This is Pussycat, 2 750-watt motors inside, and this is on because she is worsted.
Roboteers, stand by.
The ref bot looks on. firstly at the Welsh machine, Panic Attack, with Kim Davis at the controls and his son Michael there with him, aged 12. And the Pussycat machine of Alan Gribble, who built the robot, David, his son, who drives it, and Robert Bettington, the weapons operator. The house robots, Sergeant Bash emerges with the flamethrower and the pincers. And Shunt with the pushing power, the axe and the scoop.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Great history of Robot Wars, near success for Pussycat, twice a grand finalist, Panic Attack champions of Series 2. And doing the legwork early on through the flames, you can see a Panic Attack strong thrust at Pussycat, but Pussycat turning away, and Panic Attack in the CPZ and at the mercy there of Sergeant Bash. Well, that is very surprising that Kim Davis left himself open for a Sergeant Bash attack in the CPZ. They need to get away, but Shunt is hemming them in. That's what the house robots can do. If you get into a CPZ, the corner patrol zone, the house robots can attack you. He comes away, Panic Attack, with the side skirts in this series. You see the black and white striped side skirts to prevent others getting in underneath. And Pussycat's turn now to get on top in this battle, I would have thought. There, using the circular blade to attack the front forks of Panic Attack. Panic Attack will try and wedge those forks in underneath that high ground clearance, 10 centimetres ground clearance of Pussycat. 14 miles an hour, the cat can speed away far quicker than Panic Attack. Veered up on one of those wheels. The wheels are exposed, but Panic Attack doesn't have a shredder, doesn't have a blade, and also has those side skirts now buckled. For me, this is Pussycat's fight so far, and Panic Attack has a lot of work to do. Pussycat may look out of control. It's not on, ripping one of the skirts away. Almost an indecent attack on the side of Panic Attack from Pussycat. And at the moment, the Moggy has it. And its claws look sharper and more venomous than Panic Attack's weaponry. But the clock will tick down to a judge's decision, and they'll have to use their far superior minds to mine to make a decision.
Cease.
Style, control, damage and aggression. That's what they'll have to judge. Kim Davis. Arena 4. In the control booths, we have the Pussycat Boys, Alan and David Gribble, Robert Bettington. And the Firestorm machine, Graham Bone, Alex Mordew and Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend. We have Shunt in there as well, with the Diamond Edge axe and the scoop. And alongside him for the house robots, Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower and the pincers.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Blade against Flipper. Pussycat rocking and rolling, won't mind that, crashes down. Can run either side up. Hasn't got a screen neck because of the way it's built. It's designed to crash around, topsy-turvy style. Firestorm driving Pussycat onto the arena side wall. The angle grinder in there. The sparks flying again. Through and across the torch pit goes Pussycat towards the pit release button. Firestorm here is doing all the driving. At 100 kilos, it's 5 kilos heavier than Pussycat. Pussycat, just the quicker machine. This is a good and sturdy battle here. Much more aggression than we saw in the previous fight. Only one survivor will go through to the grand final. And that's a good attack by Firestorm. Pussycat riding up high, but Firestorm's flipper worked. Good style at the controls of Firestorm by Graham Bone. And the judges will have noticed that. Now they come in to just push Pussycat where they want them to go on the arena. Maybe towards the pit release button. Yes, they've slammed them onto the pit release button because Firestorm believe now they've got the upper hand. They've seen the tactic, get in underneath that high ground clearance of 10 centimetres, wedge them up high and carry them to the pit or to the CPZ, where Shunt comes in with a diamond edge blade. Pussycat away. But will previous victories in this series against the Executioner, Claude Hopper, Fluffy and Panic Attack mean nothing? Will Pussycat fall at this stage? Because for me, Firestorm are well on top. They reached the semi-finals of Series 4. They were defeated by Dominator 2. But for me, Firestorm are heading through here if they can get away from Shunt. They came dangerously close to the CPZ. Oh no, what's happened to Firestorm? For a minute I thought they were immobilised. They've stopped, they haven't. They've got control again. They've turned. Late onslaught here by Pussycat. For me, it's come too late, too little, too late. The clock is counting down to a judge's decision. Firestorm, had it gone on longer, might have been in peril. I think they've done enough, judges. What about you?
Gloucestershire, Pussycat.
The reigning tag team champions.
From Dublin in Ireland, Diotoir.
Won it last time with Pussycat as dotty as ever.
Right, I think entertainment is the key to this. If you're looking for serious robot battles, you're not going to get it here. Who are you going to go for?
Him. Well, we'll let them take care of the chicken anyway.
We've a different plan of attack. You see, we've already been paid by the dog guys and the chicken guys. We're going to just go straight for Pussycat. You know what I mean? Oh!
Teamwork!
That was the bit I wasn't supposed to say.
Diotoir isn't strong, isn't resilient, isn't quick, isn't deadly. I love it. Pussycat has the large vertical spinning disc. I love it too.
From Cannock in Staffordshire, Bulldog Breed.
A previous UK Championship Heat finalist.
From Tiverton in Devon, Robo Chicken.
Making up the team, the Growl and the Foul.
So you got your flipper,
Yeah.
which is in fine working order.
Yes, it is, yeah.
But are you slightly worried about Pussycat? Because you might not be able to even get underneath there.
Dog and a cat in the arena together, it's got to be tears.
Robo Chicken has the flipping tail and a great-looking pecking head. Bulldog Breed is improved, hits harder, and the cast nylon armour reacts when hit and gets harder too.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the captains then, Robo Chicken on the left, captained by Jason Snow, Bulldog Breed by Tony Summerfield, Diotoir on the left-hand side, the Irish boys, and Pussycat captained by Alan Gribble with the glasses there. Now in the arena is Shunt for the House Robots, and Matilda top of your picture with the flywheel tail and the tusks.
3, 2, 1.
So it's Pussycat and Bulldog Breed, the kitty and the pooch first out. Lots of experience between the two of them. Bulldog Breed has fought in 4 UK championships. Pussycat, thrown into the air there, has fought in 5 UK domestic championships. Can run any way up. Pussycat, but not that way. Thank you very much. You're out. How many lives on a Pussycat? 1. And it's over. In went the Bulldog Breed. Up went the flipper. Out went the cat. Now Bulldog Breed takes on Diotoir. We said it would be entertaining. And the dog means business. He's out with the growl and on the prowl. For goodness sake, put him on the leash somewhere. Diotoir on its side, very near the flame pit. And we know what happens to the fur brain machine from Dublin. When it gets onto that flame pit, that is what happens. Diotoir mercifully off the flame pit. Wonderful team, great competitors, great fun in the arena and in the pits. So too Pussycats, Alan Gribble and Anne and Stuart Barnwell. But they're not going to play much of a role in the tag team terror, are they? What an onslaught by Bulldog Breed there. And that is what's left of Diotoir. Counted out by the ref bot, and that's the most emphatic victory we've seen so far in the tag team terror. It belonged to Bulldog Breed and a Robo Chicken. We hardly saw that. Oh, Matilda on the Diotoir. Look at the punishing power of the flywheel. Goodness sake, get it out of the arena. Oh, what do they make of it? Run in any attitude with a large, vertical, very dangerous spinning disc, but exposed wheels.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. There's Anne Gribble on the left-hand side with Pussycat and Debs Cook and the Chompalot team on the right. And the Spin Doctor team, Jenny Harlow driving. There's Mr. Psycho in the arena for the House Robots. And Shunt 2 with the double bulldozer blades.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now, Pussycat has been in the arena many, many times in Robot Wars. Spin Doctor and Chompalot, relative newcomers, clashing there. Spin Doctor spinning away. Jenny Harlow, 16 at the controls. Likes her horse riding, but can't get into a full gallop there because Chompalot has closed in and has pressed the floor spinning release button. You just got a glimpse there of the floor spinner rotating. Chompalot looks the part, doesn't it? And this is a good start by Debs Cook driving Chompalot. Smashing into Spin Doctor again. Trying to get those hydraulic jaws into work. Not seen a lot of Pussycat. Chompalot slammed by Shunt into the CPZ. Don't forget, if a robot enters the corner patrol zone, then a house robot can attack it. It's a basic rule of Robot Wars. Spin Doctor just away from that CPZ, dodging Shunt and straight into the jaws of Chompalot, which has a grip now on Spin Doctor and can haul the 83 kilos machine. Ooh, no, can't. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my dragon's toe? Now we're seeing Pussycat in the action for the first time with its spinning blade. It's fought in 5 series of the UK Wars, Pussycat. It's on its side. I like the look of Chompalot's weapon, you know. James Cook is at the control of Chompalot, Deb's 9-year-old son. The weaponry control, that is. Mum is driving the machine and driving very well. There's the Pussycat team. Anne Gribble driving. Stuart Barnwell, 15, is the weapons operator. There's Mr. Psycho with the hammer. Good dodging away by Pussycat. One blow of that hammer and effectively you've finished. It is mighty. Ah, no! What's that loose on the arena floor? Is it something that's come off Spin Doctor, I wonder? Something has come off Spin Doctor. Pussycat comes in with a slam. And again, Spin Doctor in real trouble. And I don't think Jenny Harlow and Spin Doctor can get out of there. Something has come off the body. I think it lacks traction and mobility now. It's finished, Spin Doctor. Refbot has a look. The Refbot destroying everything it touches. I don't think there's any life in the two 24-volt wheelchair motors of Spin Doctor. The cut-off switches on top, always likely to be vulnerable. They're being counted down and out. 2 machines will fight on from this opening melee in round 2 of the Iron Maidens Championship, which means then that Spin Doctor
Cease.
The machine to go. With the axe, the sickness problems for Georgie Reed. Julianne Williams there on the right, Hazel Heslop in the middle.
Pussycat.
Machine of Anne Gribble with the spinning blade. Their husband Alan next to her, Stuart Barnwell.
Roboteers, stand by.
Matilda's in the arena for the house robots with the tusks. They lift, they're pneumatic. And there's Sir Killalot with the lance and the crushing claws.
3, 2, 1.
This for a place in the Iron Maiden final. Out comes Cat 3. Axe descends, misses. Axe descends, misses. Pussycat dodges away. So, well, George didn't really live up to her tactics planned of going... going for the pit release. Tactics, what tactics, eh? Let's just bash onto the arena floor, shall we? Pussycat steering away from trouble. You're supposed to hit the other robot. That's the idea. Pussycat turning away. They are a bundle of nerves there. Now, is she going to go for the pit release this time? Missed it. Got it second time of asking. Steered away. Could start, well done. Pussycat turning. Needs to get away because I think Cat 3, with that sort of front blade, can get in underneath Pussycat's 1 centimetre ground clearance and push it towards the pit. Frantic control work there from Julianne Williams. Pussycat over the flame pit. Where are they going to go now? Side-on attack on Cat 3. No, a full frontal attack. I don't think really penetrated Cat 3. The side flap is loose. Side by side. I think for tactics alone, Cat 3 will be on top because Pussycat's in the CPZ and Killock can come in there. Mistake by Anne, she drove into the CPZ. Killock very nearly had them. But Pussycat has got away. How many cats has that pussy had? Down comes the axe of Cat 3, trying to gain a purchase on Pussycat. This one could go the distance to a judge's decision. Cat 3, bashed by the Pussycat blade. Down it comes again, the axe of Cat 3. I think the more aggressive of the two, certainly. Pussycat gives chase. They try to get that axe working, but dodged again by Anne Gribble. Good steering work. Just a few bumps and scratches. Oh, it's only a scratch, dear. Don't worry about it. Ever heard that one before? Cat 3's side panel is ripped away. The tyres are exposed. Can Pussycat and Anne Gribble use that blade to get it on the tyres or even the CO2 bottle in there that powers the pneumatic axe weapon? She needs to get a glimpse of that ripped side panel of Cat 3. There she goes, trying to get the saw blade in. I don't think she can get a clear sight of it, and Cat 3's axe now has a hold on Pussycat. Let's go. Intriguing battle, this good stuff too. Alan Gribble looking on. Engineer by trade. Cat 3 turns. Look at the front, it's buckled and bent by Pussycat's weaponry. Cat 3 has taken some punishment. It's going to go to the judges, this. Cat 3 has suffered the more damage, but was the more aggressive for me. We'll wait and see.
Championnat.
Deb's Cook driving. Will husband Simon interfere? Draftsman by trade.
Pussycat.
Anne Gribble driving. Will Alan, engineer by trade, interfere? Will the house robots interfere? Growler. And Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1.
Will the Sergeant knock the Iron Maidens into shape? I don't think so. These are worthy finalists. Done tremendously well. Anne Gribble really has improved with her style and control. Ooh, as the contest has gone on, and Chocolate there has driven itself onto the arena floor. The weaponry very low down. Look, has spiked into the floor of the arena. Deb's Cook needs to rev up in reverse and get away if she can. Sergeant Bash has a look. Freed again by Pussycat, I think. And Chompalot lives to fight another day. And Gribble maybe inadvertently helped out there, or sportingly so. Chompalot turning. Oh, look at the power of Growler coming in. A Cat 3 hat looks on. Worn by Stuart Balmer, weapons operator of Pussycat there. Deb's Cook at the controls of Chompalot. Head to head meets the flashing blade of Pussycat. Push and shove. This isn't handbags at 6 paces, I can tell you. Pussycat spinning away. Chompalot looking for an opportunity. Little word in the ear of Debs there from Simon. Trying to get a side-on attack, Chompalot. Pussycat turning away. Chompalot from behind, great attack. Pussycat slamming into the floor, spinner release. You can hear the alarm going. Chompalot in again. Not too sure that was necessary. It was already spinning. And looking on. Pussycat right on the drop zone cross. You don't want to stay there for too long. Deb's trying to steer Chompalot into a position of ascendancy, and she's doing that. Look at this. Pushing the 96-kilo Pussycat all around the arena floor. Chompalot has a grip here of Pussycat. Will they try and get it into a CPZ? There's the pit release button to the left-hand side. A helpful hand from Simon Cook. And left all alone by Alan. And Chompalot has succeeded in pressing Pussycat onto the pit release. Great stuff. Pussycat goes down. That's a terrific victory for Debs Cook, the Cook family, and Chompalot.
Cease.
Very, Very well done indeed. The Iron Maiden's champion, Champollion. Pussycat has been with Robot Wars since the very first day. Must be my favourite here on the right. Taking on Brutus Maximus, we're seeing Twister in action with that triangular spinning blade. Brutus Maximus in the middle looks ponderous. Pussycat quick, nippy, 14-mile-an-hour top speed. Haven't seen a lot of rhubarb until now. And it's in trouble from Brutus Maximus. Twister gets a slam from Pussycat. Pussycat there, as we see Rhubarb in a little bit of trouble, but Pussycat has all the weight and weaponry for me, and something flew off there. Now, where did that come from? Brutus Maximus, I think. Twister again gets a slam. Don't like the weak armament on Twister. Brutus Maximus looks heavy out there at 99 kilos. It's not actually, it's the joint lightest in this heat. Something's come off again. Now, where's that come from? I think Brutus Maximus here is losing pieces, as we were told it might, as the battle is waged. It is littering the war zone arena. The house robots will not like that. They do not like cleaning up after them. Thank you very much. Pussycat in there in the middle with Twister. And Rhubarb gets that effective flipper to work. There's nuts and bolts and chains and goodness knows what out there at the moment. Look at it. Another piece comes off. Flapping away there, there's the pit release button, depressed, smashed up. Well, it's that sort of a battle, isn't it? Down goes the pit. Rhubarb tries a little flick of Brutus Maximus. The Brute tamed, and I think will be one of the two to fall from this battle, to survive, of course. There goes Brutus once again. I think Rhubarb has looked fairly impressive, don't you? It has been at the thick of the action all the while. So too is Pussycat, just taking on Twist, you'll see. A late flurry from Brutus Maximus, overturned once again. It is invertible, will run upside down, in other words. There has got itself into a little bit of a pickle. The corner patrol zone can be attacked in there from a house robot. The ref bot is out in the middle of the arena to make sure no machine is running amok. We're seeing there the young face of the Pussycat driver, 16-year-old Stuart Barnwell. 3 wheels on their wagon and they ain't rolling along, let's be honest. They need the cavalry. Burn that bot is the cry from the crowd. Poor old Brutus Maximus. There's the axe blade of Shunt. Be interesting to see who survives from the remaining 3, though. Twister needs to do a lot here in the closing stages. The end is nigh for Brutus Maximus. Meanwhile, the ref bot begins its count of doom. It will go any second now. Pussycat has a grip on Twister, and we're into the final few seconds of this bout.
Cease.
It'll go to the judges to decide who goes through. We know, of course, Brutus has got. Here are our esteemed men in black, Martin Smith on the left, Professor Noel Shark in the middle, and Matt Irvin on the right. And this is what they'll be judging. They have to decide which 2 of 3 go through. Poor old Brutus Maximus was in a real mess. Look at that. In a real mess. Well, Pussycat in the middle there for me. Definitely to go through. And I think Rhubarb did enough as well. In the arena for the house robots. The first time we've seen in this series Dead Metal and Sergeant Bash 2. 3, 2, 1. Flipper against spinning blades. Double blades in this series, as we've heard. We're getting a right flipping early on from M2. Twisting and turning. The Pussycat always lands on her feet, and the Pussycat has 9 lives. Or maybe 8 now. M2 steering away to try and get that frontal assault, which is, of course, imperative for a flipping machine. Trying to get underneath Pussycat, which has a 10-centimetre ground clearance. That is high in Robot Wars. 2, very good experience being gained here, and a good show by the newcomers. There's Stuart Barnwell at the controls of Pussycat. M2 being well driven by Paul Cooper. Jackie in there, of course, with him. Pussycat is causing very little damage with the blades, and all the work here is being done by M2. And Stuart had his work cut out with Pussycat. They're grazing and scratching, not really getting to grips with M2. Oh, talons and claws of the Pussycat, maybe causing some superficial scratches, but can you see anything else? I can't. M2 looks sturdy. Pussycat tossed once again. May well become a war of attrition, and when that happens in Robot Wars, sometimes you look to the durability of engines, and Pussycat really in trouble here, the number 9 seeds. They need to get away from the arena sidewalls. They have done. M2 on the surge. Redbot, get out of there. M2 dodging. As Pussycat come back strongly. M2 on the drive. Oh, Redbot. Again caught between a rock and a hard place. Pussycat trying to get in behind M2 as it sensed a vulnerable little patch there in the M2 armament. Side by side, again, Stuart turning Pussycat away. M2 with a slam, trying to get the pit release button activated. Pussycat on its side! Pussycat in danger! I don't think they can self-right from there! They'll try and claw their way out of it, but I think Pussycat are finished here! Look at that! Looks like some sort of bizarre crab, and they have self-righted! Time call, judges decide.
Stand by.
To the team's end, Behemoth, Anthony Pritchard and Kane Aston there on the left, King Bee Powerworks on the right, Simon and Grant, and Pussycat on the left-hand side, Stuart Amanda and Dan Tom Kia on the right, Michael, Daniel and Stephen. There's Matilda in the arena for the House Robots. And there's the Killer Lot 2.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And off we go with the second of the All-Star Championships, first round heats. Please don't take on the House Robots again. I don't think we can stand it. Behemoth under pressure from Dan Tom Kia. I think the ground clearance here could be key. Pussycat is vulnerable. Behemoth has the front scoop to prevent anyone getting in from that angle. Dan Tom Kia trying to prize away under the side, you see there, and lift Behemoth's 100 kilos out. And that's exactly what they do. They go, Behemoth tossed simply away by Michael Lambert driving Dan Tom Kia and 17-year-old Daniel up the weapons, and now they try a carbon copy on King Bee. And out they go.
Cease.
Dan Tom Kia and Pussycat through. Pussycat said absolutely nothing to get through.
Pussycat
Has the spinning blade. Machine of Amanda and Stuart Barnwell.
Cat 3
Has the pneumatic axe, and the team of Keith, George and Julianne Williams.
Roboteers, stand by.
Who do we have in the arena for the House Robots? It's a killer lot. It's a daunting place for the House Robots tonight. And Shunt is back in again.
3,
suffering
2,
trauma from the earlier battle. He'll need counselling. And Pussycat batters Cat 3. This is going to be a vicious contest, isn't it? A perfectly nasty contest. 2 cats with 9 lives. Make that 8 now after defeating the UK Championships Robot Wars 7. Down comes the axe of Cat 3. Pussycat, a little nudge of the blade, gets it up to spinning speed once again. Not causing great damage there to the armament of Cat 3, aluminium body, polycarbonate base. Pussycat want to get the blade at that. See, it's just grazing the side panels of Cat 3. This is interesting, this one. Not as dramatic as previous fights, but very close. And if Cat 3 can get a blow of that pneumatic axe in onto Pussycat, they could cause trouble. The crowd as tense as the battle. This is even Stevens so far. Cat 3 missing. That'll count against it on the judge's marking of start control, damage and aggression. Cat 3 has activated the pit. Will it try and push Pussycat down there? Cat on a hot wooden roof, really, I think it is, the arena floor. And if you don't know the film Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, you've just missed that point completely. But never mind. Ask your gran. Cat 3 and Pussycat dodging each other, are they? Great respect, I think, out there for each other. Looking on, Keith Williams, an electrician by trade, needs to spark a little bit more life into Pussycat, perhaps, as far as his Cat 3 machine is concerned. They're dodging side by side. And again, I don't think they can get their weaponry really into full effect here because of the driving skills. You see, side by side, the axe is going to miss, and so too the blade. We're seeing there Stuart Barnwell, a full-time student at the controls of Pussycat. Nearly got the blade to work, but Cat 3 turned away very quickly, and they're a long way away from the pit. And, gosh, I'm going to go for a cat nap. Are these two just sort of have a little bit of a kind of the judges at the end of the battle tonight? Wake me up, judges!
Dan Tomkia.
Perhaps has the more potent weaponry, the CO2 flipper. Michael and Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby.
Roboteers, stand by.
New winner for the House Robots, Cassius Chrome. And also Mr. Psycho with the claw and the hammer.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to Robot Wars to see a lean, mean fighting machine called Dan Tomkia. I don't want to see it again at close quarters. Will that be the message from this All-Stars final? You'd have to go with Dan Tomkia on previous form, and Dan Tomkia pushing Pussycat towards the arena side walls, and that's where it's so dangerous if you're a robot with a high ground clearance, and Pussycat's ground clearance is 10 centimetres. That is high, that is vulnerable, and Dan Tomkia doing exactly what we thought he would do here. Can they get them over and out of the arena side wall? No, and Pussycat is away. Dan Tomkia, don't forget, though, will have limited usage for that weaponry. High-powered CO2. But the weaponry power cannot last forever. What's happened here with Dan Tomkia? What has happened with Dan Tomkia? This whole All-Stars final has turned. They were on top, they were pressurising Pussycat, and to use a very high-tech term, they conked out. And Pussycat has Dan Tomkia not on the ropes, but on the very side of the pit of doom and gloom. And Pussycat here is about to win the All-Stars Championship unless Dan Tomkia can reignite the fickle flame of fortune Robot War styling. Pussycat being pursued by Cassius Chrome and by Mr. Psycho. They remember the earlier mayhem. Cassius Chrome has Pussycat in his venomous jab. Pussycat away, trying to dodge the hammer blow of Mr. Psycho, and while all this is going on, Dan Tomkia is a beaten machine, and this is a stunner. Dan Tomkia counted out Pussycat, the All-Star champion. How unlikely was that in the opening moments of this All-Star final? This is a major surprise. Ooh, says Michael Lambert. He felt that from up in the control pod. And Stuart Barnwell trying to dodge Pussycat. Oh. Mr. Psycho and Cassius Chrome bashing into each other. Did you see the glare afterwards? Mr. Psycho gave Cassius Chrome, and Mr. Psycho now is just about to trundle into and over anything. Dan Tomkia, I'd go down that pit if I was you. Cassius Chrome is out of it. Pussycat is out of it, having won, of course, and they jump for joy into the pit and safe, and in a round of applause from the Dan Tomkia sporting side. Pussycat taking some late welly, but